Hello, angels. For today's math lesson, Thursday, the 2nd of April, 2020, we are going to be looking at statistics. So I've got my paper here ready. So when we talk about statistics, this is all about handling data, reading tables, graphs, and charts. If you remember, we've done some of this work in the autumn term. So it should refresh your memory. And when we're talking about reading tables, graphs, and charts, we're looking at things like Venn diagrams, pictograms, timetables, and tally charts. So when I say timetables, I'm talking about things like the train schedule, flight schedule, the bus schedule. That's what I mean by times tables. Okay, so let's get into it. So here we are going to plot these numbers into our chart. So on my left hand side, I've got sandwiches. I've got ham and pickle, chicken and mayo, tuna and egg, tomato and bagel. I know. You're probably thinking, why would she mix these things together? They sound horrible. Trust me, they taste delicious. Okay, and then on the right hand side, I've got the votes. So ham and pickle, 7 people liked ham and pickle. Chicken and mayo, 12 people liked chicken and mayo. Tuna and egg, 9 people liked tuna and egg. And the last one, tomato and bagel. 6 people really like tomato and bagel. So here, I've got my graph. So all we're going to do is now plot these numbers into my graph, right? I need my trusted tin of tuna to hold things in place. Otherwise, this paper keeps moving. Okay, so let's start with the first one. And normally you're supposed to use a ruler for this, but because I'm trying to record at the same time and hold my phone, it's a little bit complicated, but we can still do this. We know how to improvise. So H and P is obviously ham and pickle. So 7 people like ham and pickle. So all I need to do is, as you can see at the bottom, the numbers are going up in twos. So I know that 7 comes after 6 and 7 is before 8. So I will draw my line here all the way. Can even do to represent ham and pickle. Then the next one, C and M, that's chicken and mayo. So chicken and mayo, 12 people like chicken and mayo. So I go to my number 12 and then I draw a line. Then I go all the way from here across. There you go, 12 people like chicken and mayo. Next, tuna and egg. 9 people like tuna and egg. And tuna and egg is my T and E. So I know that 9 will be somewhere here between 8 and 10. And then I draw a line there to represent 9 people. And then the last one, tomato and bagel. That's my T and B just here next to my sweet corn. And that's 6 people. So I draw my line. There you go. And that is one way of drawing a chart to represent the numbers that you have. There are quite a number of different ways to doing it, but this is just one way. Okay, so next one. We have some word problems. So here we're looking at temperature, outside temperature. We've got the time on the left, and then we have the temperature in degrees to the right. And then, of course, further to the right, we have some word problem. So let's start with the first one. At what times were the first and last temperature readings taken? So what time were the first and last readings taken? So we can clearly see that the first reading was taken at 9 a.m. So we put 9 a.m. And the last reading was taken at 4 p.m. So we put 4 p.m. Number 2. What was the time when the temperature was 11 degrees, 7 degrees, and 6 degrees? So what was the time when the temperature was those temperatures? So we go to the first one, 11 degrees. So 11 degrees at 12 p.m. So we put 12 p.m. 7 degrees was at 4 p.m. And 6 degrees was at 10 a.m. Last one. When was the temperature coolest in the afternoon? Now we know afternoon is any time after 12 p.m. So these are all the times after 12 p.m. And when was the temperature coolest? So at 12, it was 11. At 2, it was 12 degrees. At 3, it was 10 degrees. And at 4, it was 7 degrees. And of course, 7 degrees is the lowest temperature. So that was when it was coolest. So that would be, let me just get my tin. 4 p.m. There you go. Now, I found these lovely 2 websites that I would like to show you. The first one is BBC Bitesize. So you can go in there. They have lots and lots of videos looking at statistics, data handling, tables, graphs. So if I click into this one, and by the way, look where it says here at the top part. Can you see? Daily lessons coming soon. So this is a very, very good website. And it looks like it's starting from April 20th. So keep an eye out for that. And you can go on that every day. So you have here table, graphs, and charts. And there are lots of video clips, to help you, on how to better understand data and so on. And then I would like to show you this other website. Here we go. This is another one, Top Marks. We use this a lot in class and in school, so you're familiar with this website. And it's very good because they cover everybody from early years to high school. So you guys are here between 7 and 11 years old. And data handling, statistics, which is exactly what we're looking at this week. And they've got Venn charts, Caro diagrams, probability games. Oh, did I mention that this is all about games? Oh, yes. Yeah, so this is all about data handling games. So no writing, just a lot of thinking, using your brain and trying to answer the question via playing games at the same time. Okay, so go work hard, enjoy.